Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I know I am. I want to I want to share a couple tips with you that I see a lot of folks overlooking when they're dealing with contractors and they're flipping houses. Now, there's enough risk in flipping houses. We don't have to go out and create more risk than there's already there. So I want to give you three quick tips today of things that I want you to be careful of that will help keep your money in your wallet or in your bank account instead of having somebody help you lighten your wallet. The first one, and the most popular one, is to never prepay a contractor. Can't begin to tell you how important this is. When you prepay a contractor, they don't have any vested interest in coming back and finishing the job. This could be because maybe they intend on ripping you off, or maybe they're just lazy and complacent. When you go to work, if you punch a clock and you have a W 2 job, you haven't escaped the rat race yet, you usually get paid in arrears, which means you don't get paid ahead of going to work. You do the work and then you get paid. The same should be true for contractors. Now, sometimes they'll tell you that they need the money for materials or whatnot. Don't fall for this trap to some degree. Uh, Maybe if it's a big job, you would do an advance for materials or something like that. However, make sure you have a contract in writing that outlines what that is so that your bases are covered. Okay. So never ever prepay a contractor. That's one of the quickest ways that you can lose money. We talk about these things in my Mailbox Money 101 course that's coming up. Next one is always use licensed contractors. Now, in a lot of areas, you don't have, there isn't a licensed contractor for certain things. Let's say you're going to have a fence repaired. Maybe the gate it needs to be repaired or something like that. You could probably have a handyman do it. But if there's anything that's ever going to involve permits, you should absolutely have a licensed contractor pull a permit and do the work. Don't get sucked into these traps where folks go and pull a permit. A contractor pulls a permit for you so you can have some flunky do it. You may think you're saving yourself money, but in the end, and I've had students fall for this, the contractors sometimes, if they're willing to whore out their license like that, they're usually not very motivated to correct issues or help you through the permitting process, help you get permits closed. And if you're flipping a house, boys and girls, you have to get all the permits closed because a savvy realtor, a savvy title company, a savvy lender is going to see those open permits and they're not going to fund the deal. They're not going to let you sell the house until those permits are closed. So uh, make sure you use licensed contractors. Don't use these fly by night companies, these fly by night people. I mean, for some of my stuff, my smaller stuff that doesn't require permits, then I'll use a handyman. But things like electrical and plumbing, I always use a licensed contractor. Framing, roofing, things like that. All these things that require permits, make sure you use the licensed contractor. I cannot stress how important that is to use a licensed contractor. Always have a detailed written agreement. Now, in our group coaching and our Mailbox Money 101 course, that's our mini course that we're getting ready to release, we put documents like this in there. We hope that you use them. We hope you take advantage of them, but you should always have a written agreement with your contractor. What's it supposed to look like when it's done? How big is it? What color is it? The last thing you'd want to do is have a kitchen remodel, for example, and you show up to look at the job to find out that the contractor used the cheapest appliances possible. Even though you had a conversation about getting high-end appliances, the contractor saved a buck and bought cheap stuff. If it's not outlined in writing, the burden of proof falls on you to prove it, to prove otherwise. If you don't have things in writing, it's your own fault. So make sure you take the steps to document everything. What type of appliances are going to be installed, what type of light fixtures, what color, and what brand of paints are to be used. You know, you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, there's a couple different types of paint. Some of it falls off the wall in a year. The rest of it, Behr and things like that, and Sherwin-Williams paints, they last a lot longer. They cover a lot better. They don't bleed through. So make sure you specify that information in your agreement. Now, I believe a good contractor should already have such an agreement and insist on you signing one so that they don't have any issues. However, there's a lot of contractors out there that aren't that savvy. So you make sure that you take advantage of staying safe by documenting every piece of every conversation that you have with them in a written agreement signed by both you and the contractor so there's no misunderstanding. I can't begin to stress how important that is. I hope you found some value in this, guys. And by the way, If you're interested in our Mailbox Money 101 mini course that's going to be releasing here in the next few weeks, you can learn more about that by going to the link here on the screen, cashflowguys.com/mailbox money 101. I appreciate you guys spending a couple minutes with me, and I hope you have a great day.